orchestrating the crisis, then terrorizing the Congress to go along with it, threatening with martial law. That really happened. That's big news. Let's go ahead and talk to Brian in Austin. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, hey, I just wanted to say that, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac had to come to these banks and said, look, we'll buy this paper if you guys write it. So
yeah, the government created groups to buy the scam paper from the private banks.
Yeah, I mean, but they had to give them, signal them, Alex, is all I'm saying. These guys aren't going to write this paper on their own and hope it gets bought. And the other thing is I was wondering your thoughts.
But they're not even buying the paper with the bailout. They're just giving it to the foreign banks.
I agree that these foreclosures are there. There's money in them. These banks ought to have to eat those houses and sell them to get their money back. I agree there's a big robbery taking place. I'm just saying that they don't start writing this poor subprime paper on their own. They have to be signaled that they're going to be able to get rid of it.
I agree with you that was the inside scam, but here's the deal. They're not even shoring up the subprime mortgages. That was the diversion, as I told you it was. Have you not heard them say now they're going to spend it in totally different ways?
Oh, I don't doubt that a bit. Hey,
no, they've given it over $1 trillion, not $700 billion, to the banks, and they're telling them do whatever you want with the money.
I got a question for you about whether or not this could have been our enemies of the West, enemies of capitalism, seeing the vulnerability.
Yes, what's happening is private international banks that are monopolists, they want to have controlled dictatorships, communist, socialist, fascist, they don't care. They want to centralize things. And so that's what they want. And yes, they're discrediting capitalism and free market when this has nothing to do with it. Let's jam in one more phone call. Raris in Connecticut, you're on the air.
Hello. I have 2 points. First one, this whole zeitgeist movement. First thing, they come out right out of the gates. They talk about the load that the land can bear.
Yeah, that's all a UN thing. That's what I'm saying. It's all UN we've heard before.
Right. I mean, I totally agree.
Sustainability, global corporate centralized control, global corporate feudalism.
Right. I went ballistic when I saw the trailer. Forget the rest of the movie, which wasn't.
Well, let's just quit promoting it and promote Endgame and Terror Storm then.
Right. Right. One thing I would like to say, what about the load that the people can bear?
Absolutely. Look, we have the technologies to have a clean planet. But the New World Order gets us all concerned about the environment only as a way to tax us and regulate us while they engage in the genetic engineering, the toxic waste dumping, cutting down the rainforest. All the serious, real environmental things are being ignored and the others aren't. Nick in Colorado, you're on the air.
Hey, did Ron Paul play pro ball?
No, Ron Paul did not play pro baseball.
Okay, that was a rumor early on. Okay, Aaron Russo, your very first interview you did with him. Everybody needs to watch that because everything's come true.
Well, that wasn't my first interview I did. That was the only video interview I did with him as he was dying of cancer.
Okay. Ron Paul talked about the Magna Carta, and he didn't...
Yeah, 1215 running made, they're getting rid of it.
Didn't they just say no? And ain't that how it came about?
Absolutely. We need to learn to say no to the tyrants, but to do that, we have to identify the tyranny of the globalists, the New World Order, your mortal enemy. They will destroy your future. They will debase your currency. They will tax you at 85%. The New World Order must die. It must fail. It must fall if we're to have any liberty in future. So stand up against tyranny, identify the enemy, wake everybody up you know, and tell them about prisonplanet.com. God bless you all. Great job to my crew, affiliates, and sponsors. See you back live tomorrow.